Before we begin this morning, a couple of quick reminders of general rules so that everyone can fully enjoy the program. Please silence your cell phone, stay in your seats, and keep the aisles clear for safety reasons. Please don't engage in any action that disrupts the event or prevents the speakers from being heard during this ceremony today at Angel Stadium. This includes, but is not limited to, shouting over the speakers, speaking out of turn, blocking others' view of the event, or displaying banners and signs. Thank you. Graduates and guests, joining us today to recognize and honor our history-making graduates of the class of 2025 are distinguished guests and leaders from our college and university. Brenda Vogel, Grand Marshal. Kalani Lopez, 2025 Outstanding Graduate. Christine Scott Hayward, Director of Criminology, Criminal Justice, and Emergency Management. Virginia Gray, Chair of Family and Consumer Studies. David Powell, Interim Chair of Public Policy and Administration. Terry Robertson, Chair of Recreation and Leisure Studies. Nancy Meyer Adams, Director of Social Work. Rowdy Roy, Interim Associate Dean for Faculty Affairs and Research. Tiffany Vargas, Associate Dean. Grace Reynolds Fisher, Interim Dean. Hei Fong Hung, Interim Vice Provost for Academic Programs. Christopher Fowler, Chief of Staff. Jeffrey D. Cook, Chief Communications Officer. Min Yao, Vice President, Information Technology. Daniel Montoya, Vice President, University Relations and Development. Karen Sissom-Gunn, Provost and Senior Vice President of Academic Affairs. And President Jane Close Connolly. Friends and families, the College of Health and Human Services ceremony begins today with our land acknowledgement. Our recognition that Cal State Long Beach is on the land of the Tongva Gabrieleño and Ahashimenwaneño nations who have lived and continue to live here. In 2018, the university adopted a new alma mater anthem with lyrics by Christian Valdez and music by Kyle Gabriel, composed when both were students in the Bob Cole Conservatory of Music. To sing it for you this morning, please welcome 2025 graduate Alyssa Curiel.
Home to scholars, artists, dreamers, all are welcome here. Maker of tomorrow's leaders now and through the years. Love for all that came before us, in our hearts we hold. Always honor, truth and justice, always black and gold. Rise and innovate forever, ever higher reach. All our lives we shall remember beautiful Long Beach.
Thank you. Thank you, Alyssa. Now please welcome to the podium the interim dean of the College of Health and Human Services, Dr. Grace Reynolds Fisher.
Good morning, College of Health and Human Services. President Connolly, Provost Sissom Gunn, honored guests, alumni, faculty, staff, graduates and friends, and families of our graduates, welcome to the Commencement 2025. As the Dean of the College of Health and Human Services, it is my honor to officially welcome you to the 2025 Commencement exercises of the California State University, Long Beach. Each year, a faculty member is selected to serve as Grand Marshal for the commencement ceremony. This year, the high honor is given to Dr. Brenda Vogel from the School of Criminology, Criminal Justice, and Emergency Management. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Vogel. And now, it is my honor to welcome outstanding graduate Kaylani Lopez, also from the School of Criminology, Criminal Justice, and Emergency Management. Like many of her fellow graduates in CCJEM, Kalani exemplifies the passion our students have for promoting justice, equity, and safety through service to their communities. Please join me in welcoming Kaylani Lopez to the podium.
Thanks. Hi, everyone. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Yeah. I just want to say thank you to CSULB, the Department of Health and Human Services, and my department of CCJEM for this honor and this recognition. I am truly so grateful to be standing before you today. I am even more honored to be surrounded by graduates who sought out higher education in a time where fiction can hold power over fact. As strenuous as your college journey may have been, and I'm talking about the times where you had to circle the parking lot 5 minutes before your class, or turn in your paper at 11:59 p.m., because I've been there, as scholars, we must never forget the privilege that higher education holds. Now, more than ever, we are standing on the precipice of an unprecedented period. We all carry an immense responsibility to choose truth over misinformation, to recognize injustice, and to stand up for what is right. At every point in history, change was made by people like you and like me. The knowledge that we've gained these past few years gives us power to be that change. As a first-generation student, I recognize the weight of this responsibility. As many of you also are, congratulations, first-geners. My mentors and friends, my mentors and friends at CSULB have instilled in me the confidence that these goals are not abstract, but actualized. Looking back, I would have never imagined myself in college, let alone on a graduation stage, and I am grateful for it all. Every two-step verification, every professor that I've ever worked with, and all of the lifelong friends I've made along the way at CSULB. As daunting and unpredictable as the future may seem, I know each of us is prepared to approach life with empathy, passion, and conviction. It is an honor to be a part of the class that is already shaping the future that we want to see happen. So congratulations, class of 2025. We did it! Thank you.
As they start their careers in health and human services, a common theme among CHHS graduates is their collective sense of wanting to make a difference in the lives of others to help them live happier, healthier, and safer lives. Many of our students overcame challenges in order to follow their dreams and make a positive impact on the lives of others as well as themselves. What follows is a small representation of our amazing students graduating from across 70 degree programs in the College of Health and Human Services today. Our graduates from the Department of Family and Consumer Sciences, for example, are following their passions to enhance the quality of life for all. Graduates like Katrina Watson, who plans to use her degrees in gerontology and healthcare administration to impact the lives of older adults living in hospice settings. Our graduates from the Department of Public Policy and Administration, meanwhile, have taken it upon themselves to advance the public good. Graduates like Dana Anderson, for example, went back to school later in life to obtain an advanced degree so she can better serve her community and the workplace. As our graduates from Recreation and Leisure Studies are excited about fostering community spirit and brightening lives everywhere. Graduates like V. Lee Thompson says she hopes to break into the adventure tourism industry and create unique experiences for those who seek them. Our graduates from the School of Social Work are passionate about social justice. Graduates like Artis Knox, who graduates with his master's in social work today. Artis was encouraged by the social workers who inspired him to rebuild his life. He now wants to do that for others as a social worker himself. Graduates of the College of Health and Human Services, your family, your faculty, and your friends are so proud of what you've accomplished and what you will accomplish in the future. Congratulations, class of 2025. I would now like to recognize another of our college's awardees for this year. When your name is called, please stand to be recognized. The Outstanding College Project Award went to Alexandra Kales from the School of Social Work. Please join me in congratulating Alexandra. We are so proud of you, Alexandra. Please stand. The Commencement program provides a full list of distinguished academic awards and their recipients, including the Graduate Dean's List of University Scholars and Artists, which recognizes the top 1% of the university's graduate enrollment. Congratulations to all awardees who received any of these distinguished honors. Long Beach State is a remarkable institution. To help illustrate that, I am pleased to share a series of videos that begins with an address from our esteemed university president, Jane Close Connolly. Master's degree graduates, followed by our bachelor's degree candidates, as we begin showing our video presentation, please stand when asked to do so by your faculty marshals and begin to walk to the field. You will then be formally presented to the president for conferral of your degrees and then take your moment on stage. President Connolly and I, along with our department chairs and school directors, will join in receiving our candidates. Will the first row of candidates for the master's degree please stand and come forward under the direction of the faculty marshals, followed by our bachelor's degree candidates. Let's roll the videos and begin our lineup for procession. President Connolly, take it away.
Your participation in our 2025 commencement provides proof positive that each of you are talented and resilient. I know that along the way with the good times, most of you experienced some hard times at the beach, maybe some anxiety, maybe some academic or social or personal misstep, but here you are. In future times, I hope you remember these moments walking the stage as evidence that anything is possible in your life. You may not be there yet, but with hard work and a little luck, you will accomplish your dreams. I'd like to leave you with this bit of advice. Be open to the possibilities available to you in this ever-changing world and to the potentials that are within you. The world of work is quickly evolving, but with your disciplined, specific knowledge and your critical thinking and problem-solving skills, you are ready to embrace the future and, in fact, create the future you want to be your best selves. Best wishes on all your next adventures, and go beach.
Hello graduates, my name is Genesis Hara, Cal State Long Beach class of 2019 and 2022 and former ASI president. I am so proud to welcome you to an esteemed group of Beach alumni, more than 400,000 strong. Make no mistake, we may be a big family, but we are a tight-knit family. We keep in touch with our alma mater, we look out for one another, and we celebrate each other's accomplishments. And today, we celebrate you. Know that as a graduate of Cal State Long Beach, you also join a family of dreamers, change makers, leaders, and achievers. When we dream big. Jurassic Park big. Yes, iconic film director, producer, and screenwriter Steven Spielberg is one of your fellow Beach alumni. So is Wendy McLinden-Covey, whom you've seen in The Goldbergs, Reno 911, and Bridesmaids. And Caitlin Dickerson, immigration reporter for The Atlantic and winner of a Peabody Award. Beach alumni leave their mark on the world, always striving to make it better. Thomas Baker, Canada Research Chair in Quantum Computing, is developing concepts and finding solutions for quantum computation, while Lenora Norosky creates programs to educate future generations of immunologists as she researches and treats chronic illnesses and immunodeficiencies. We serve our communities with plenty of beach pride. Among our alumni in public office are Robert Garcia, U.S. Congressman for the 42nd District in the U.S. House of Representatives, and Lena Gonzalez, California State Senator, 33rd District in the California State Senate. And let's not forget about our former beach student athletes who still make us proud. Among them, Misty May Trainer, beach volleyball 3-time Olympic gold medalist, Terrell Davis, Hall of Famer and former running back for the Denver Broncos, and professional baseball player Evan Longoria. So beach graduates, you are now part of this illustrious family. Remember that no matter where you go or what you do, you're a beach alumni for life. Stay connected, go out there, and take on the world. Go beach!
College of Health and Human Services. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. It is now time to confer degrees, starting with our master's candidates and then our bachelor's candidates. It is my honor and privilege to introduce Dr. Karen Sissom-Gunn, who is the University Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs. She will now join us to present our master's candidates to the President for degree conferral.
Thank you, Dean Reynolds Fisher. All right, let's make it official. Good morning, Beach family and friends. Will all the candidates for the master's degree please stand or remain standing if you're able to do so? President Connolly, these candidates have satisfactorily completed all requirements for the Master of Arts, the Master of Science, the Master of Public Administration, or the Master of Social Work. And have been approved by the faculty of the College of Health and Human Services to receive their degrees.
You have been recommended to me by the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, and by your Dean and by your distinguished faculty. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the California State University, I confer upon each of you who has fulfilled all requirements the appropriate master's degree with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Will all candidates for bachelor's degrees please stand if you're able and remain standing? President Connolly, these candidates have satisfactorily completed all requirements for the Bachelor of Arts or the Bachelor of Science and have been approved by the faculty of the College of Health and Human Services to receive their degrees.
You have been recommended to me by the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, and by your Dean and by your distinguished faculty. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the California State University, I confer upon each of you who has fulfilled all requirements the appropriate bachelor's degree with all rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Baccalaureate graduates, you may now move your tassel to the left side of your cap. This signifies the completion of your undergraduate degree. You may be seated.
It is now time for the procession. Graduates, please be reminded that after receiving your degree recognition, faculty marshals will escort you back to your seat. Let's go!
Madison Anderson.
Madeline Kent Reynolds. Michael Brandon McCutcheon.
Cole Augustine Llorens.
Megan Tess Downing. Crystal Fabiola Abrica. Peyton Taylor Bell.
Yeritza Nayeli Ortega.
Iris Xuan Tam Heng. Fiona Xuen Ten Heng.
Carlos Carmona.
Kalani Angel Lopez.
Caitlin Prack.
Natasha Amanda.
Maria Jose Gomez Ayon.
Megan Lee Crowther.
Melissa Mendoza Campos.
Jacob Sawyer Walker.
Mark J. Knott.
Joseph Harry Marble. Aaron Alexander Mendoza.
Yaselan Yvette Garcia.
Connie Diane Schonert Long.
Sir Malik Isaiah Clark.
Alexander Ramirez.
Jolina de los Reyes Elma.
Nia Marie Thompson.
Cameron D. Cooper.
Mark Jacob Vasquez.
Sabrina Elena Hernandez.
Melissa Mata.
Yvonne Vences. Ashley Vergara.
Jessica Marie Ornelas. Premita Pradhan.
Julianne Sihanyuk Wilson. Maya Rebecca Toper. Mia Kathleen Scow. Hannah Louise Ward. Kylie Torres.
Sierra Marine May Gibson.
Esther Lee.
Ismael Torres.
Nadine Layla Khoury.
Sarah Noel Pulciano. Anthony Mendez.
Crystal Vega.
Marisol del Rocia Gonzalez.
Giselle Torres.
Isaac Julian. Julian Lee Jackson.
Charles Irving IV.
Irving Montenegro.
Lesia Maria Flores. Samantha Nicole Carmona. Clara J. Cox.
Irma Natalie Leva.
Juliana Diamond Duran.
Brandon McMahon. Andrew Romero.
Josue Ernesto Jauregui.
Medina Avdik.
Miles Garvin. Heidi Lara.
Marilyn Alexis Mota.
Jocelyn Isabel Alfaro.
Destiny Jasmine Islas.
Justin Solomon Massey. Myra Lydia Petgrave. Esther Erlinda Roa.
Valerie Desiree Salgado.
Alexandra Elodia Martinez. Ryan Parker Martin.
Joseph Ade Love.
Victor Manuel Estrada. Niharika Dundagal. Aaron Virgil G. De La Rosa.
Marilyn Tapp.
Angela Elizabeth Leitner.
Stuart Provence.
Lorena Paola Lopez.
Riona Ann Beery.
Jamie Guadalupe Gonzalez.
Michael Perez.
Heidi Choi Vaughn.
Van Can Nguyen.
Kimberly Amesqua.
Jessica M. Metlack.
Megan Atwell Labrado.
Joseph Quillen.
Christina Lopez.
Anna Claire Wilcox.
Kazane Alexander.
Nicole Ashley Noggle.
Charity Fast.
Melanie Lynn Martinez.
Jenna Scotto.
Carlos Alfredo Cuevas Rosas. Lorenzo Gonzalez Contreras Jr. Brandon Franco.
Angelica Marqueses Palencia. Jacob Luis Martinez.
Rocio Lisbeth Valdez. Alma Sanchez.
Rebecca Flores.
Zoraida Lisbeth Barajas. Jamie Andrea Smith.
Jaylene Romero. Fernanda Melissa Ruiz. Gabriella Page. Abram John Mosqueramina.
Stephanie Tsompansi Lopez. Ariami Garcia.
Vanessa Abigail Zelaya.
Jeremy Hernandez. Jared Emiliano Lara. Anthony Jacob Itkin.
Laura Olivia Thompson.
Trudy Rosa Larios.
Cynthia Melissa Davis.
Cristal Perez. Alma Samira Ruiz. Eliana Ramirez.
Jennifer Garcia.
Asia Wilson.
Alejandra Alvarez.
Bridget Ochoa.
Abigail Giron. Crystal Denise Gonzalez.
Jessica Yesenia de Leon.
Erica Yasmin Garcia.
Jacqueline Linares Robert.
Stephanie Arciniega. Cynthia Esparza.
Jacqueline Eldelmira Villanueva. Sarah Vongsak.
Bunry Horn.
Alondra Kimberly Rivera. Michelle Inez Reyes Tepp. Natalie Estefania Magana Resendez.
Danny Yoav Aldrete Gonzalez. Samuel Ivan Aguilera.
Griselda Jimenez.
Denise Cardenas, Marissa Nicole Calderon,
Elizabeth Maria Martinez,
Cindy Lizette Juarez.
Serena Alexandra Padilla,
Zoe Magdalena Berry,
Kaylee Marie Serb.
Haley Corinne Litt.
Rachel Russell, Chelsea Nicole Perez,
Joanna Uriarte Lara.
Adriana Inocencio.
Mallory Elaine Retes, Diana Cristina Mendez,
Matthew Bernhard Schmalhofer.
Raymond A. Fajardo,
Sabu Stepan Kayumjian.
Isaac Yobana Medina Reynoso,
Ana Paula Saldana.
Coral Madero,
Emily Barba, Jocelyn J. Aguilar de Felix,
Jordan Rieger, Evelyn Daniela Molina Hernandez, Nicole McClellan,
Cheryl Lee.
Annie Zhong.
Karen Garduno.
Sarah Seo. Anahi Torres.
Ashley Lynn Gustafson.
Maddie Bishop,
Hallie Elise Rolfe,
Jessica Griseli Baez, Devin Marie Colleen, Corinne Bula,
Sarah LaRue Kaufman.
Damanpreet Kaur Rai, Vanessa Rubio, Sharon Estefania Perez Lopez,
Julian Nathaniel Alberto,
Jeffrey Antonio Melara,
Alyssa Jeanette Gutierrez.
Ashley Rodriguez, Wanya Mukhtar, Jacqueline Padilla Pacheco, Kimberly Ramirez,
Laura Guerrero.
Natasha Baez,
Susan Lowing. Alonso Lopez. Yvette Garcia Amador.
Natalie Adriana Campos, Mariela Carranza,
Stephanie Hinojosa.
Graciela Saldana.
Leila Arellano,
Stephanie Reyes,
Kali A. Thornton.
Tess McElroy,
Laura Diana Lopez. Maria Esperanza Garcia.
Atlas B. Alvarez.
Jasmine May Kono Song. Alicia Faith Lalimo. Michaela F. Hopkins Hilliards.
Gabriela Chavez Andrade.
Giovanna Paola Lopez.
Jessica Z. Romero. Janet Ornelas. Jessica Perez.
Serene Jasmine Gallardo.
Joanne Stephanie Cotto. Abraham De La Torre.
Helen Jiang.
Annette Ida Mullenix.
Bradley Charles Thomas.
Artis Willie Knox.
Charlie Soto Jr. Brian Vasquez.
Gabriel Orlando Gomez.
Jacob James Salvas.
Brooklyn R. Ramirez.
Telly Gonzalez.
Kevin Shifeng Pao. Doris Kim Nguyen. Connor Reynolds. Brandon Rubio.
Adan Igareta Garcia. Aileen Ibarra.
Kyle Justin Davis. Sandy Berber.
Gerardo Vaglienti. Luis Villegas Godina.
Fernanda Alejandra Macias.
Solana Isabella Kerr.
Elizabeth Erazo.
Janet Esmeralda Hernandez.
Ilona Stanko.
Jennifer Ojeda Luna.
Brianna Frutis. Lauren Simone Eaton.
Kaylee Starr Jordan.
Doris Mexico Munn.
Victoria Sanchez. John Thatch. Casey Ever Tingle.
Alexis Cervantes.
Adriana Marie Hayes.
Monet Onku.
Alexis Hodge. Jade Angelina Gomez. Kimberly Hernandez.
Christopher M. Stom.
Russell James Fukaye. Gael Ayon.
Alexa Mariah Machado.
Arely Esparza.
Juan Ramirez Jr. Caitlin Nguyen. Bernice Perez. Jasmine Rodriguez.
Vincent Vu Lee.
Kevin Joseph Salguero.
Israel Hernandez Martinez.
Kristen Aldair Mora Mora.
Mateo Uriel Cruz.
Stephen Wang.
Erwin Rivera. Samantha Morlock. Natalie Picos.
Jaden Smith.
Giselle Arlene Chitica.
Shanice Yi Ho.
Víctor Alejandro Becerra Arellano. Vidal Alejandro Ayala. Angelica Cruz.
Cruz Jacinto.
Ian Keo Yu.
William Robert Brooks. Marshall Dylan Frodge. Ashley C. Barraza.
Janelle Renee Olvera.
Kayla Gill.
Oliver Rochart.
Jessica Adelaida Figueroa. David Castaneda.
Bertha Alejandra Serna. Amanda Serna Cervantes.
Caleb Nolan Cox. Susan Yvonne Barrios.
Yareni Ariana Guzman Manzo. Garrett C. Heaton.
Roman Carrillo Munoz.
Omar Villacana.
Brenda Nicole Afanador.
Shakti Medina. Valerie Mariana Perales. Ashley Ramona Richards.
Karina Joem Arciniegas Villatis.
Daniela Vaca.
Brandon Acevedo Estrada. Mariel Cardenas.
Megan A. Moncada Perez.
Luis Flores Solis. Brian Daniel Azanon. Geraldine Arellano. Priscila Alcantar. Samantha Selena Aceves.
Vanessa Ortega. Samantha Amal Rodriguez. Cristal Portillo.
Emma Catherine Hudson.
Alyssa Celeste Marquez.
Lauren N. Vasquez. Mariela Sanchez.
Leslie Caroline Bernardino Vargas.
Christian Isaac Salazar. Lillian Rebecca Terran.
Matthew Flores.
Matthew Morales.
Grayson Thomas Button.
Madeline Higley.
Brianna Lee Saylor.
Kennedy Cervantes.
Alan Isahi Javier.
Aiden Castaneda.
Kaya Danae Vasquez.
Alyssa Rose Argo. Lydia Raquel Alvarez.
Eric Martinez.
Alberto Marquina Alcantar.
Valerie Lozoya. Jacqueline Lizette Lopez.
Brian Heap Tra.
Luis Angel Correa.
Matthew Martinez.
Jocelyn Valenzuela.
Jocelyn Ortega.
Jacqueline Alvarado Caneses. Adamaris Flores.
Mason James Mellard.
Aaron Espinoza.
Brian Zamora.
Maris Isabella de la Cruz Bolano. Lauren Brown.
Ashley Marilyn Islas Arriaga.
Eileen Bustos.
Cristina Rodriguez.
Danica Berry.
Grace Renee Sands.
Maritza Irene Acosta.
Mackenzie Willems.
Brian Lamb.
Allison Ramirez. Jasmine Morales. Stephanie Lisette Marquez.
Isabella Denise Herrera Torres.
Gerardo Enrique Montes. Roxanne Lan Wen. Adriana Sofia Morales. Elena Sofia Mercado Chacon.
Karina Sabrina Aguilar.
Zoe Loren Marie Morgenstern. Trisha Dianodi Quintero Barba. Michelle Nolasco.
Javier Chavez. Victor Jesus Esquivias. Jaden N. Delgadillo.
Delaney Bobby Garcia.
Mariana Leticia Frutos Avalos.
Abigail Rosales.
Cheyenne Kelly.
Naomi Marie Mitchell. Dominique Randolph. Lee May.
Gracie N. Kirazian.
Brenda Caitlin Perez Torres.
Vanya Wong.
Kendall Lynn Johnson.
Hannah Elizabeth Robert.
Courtney Marie Dalton.
Calista Rodriguez. Havni Rami.
Diana Jones.
Christina Sprague.
Marcos Damian Pacheco.
Stefan Emil Grunwald.
Matthew Kyle Wheeler.
Caleb Cunningham.
Melissa Okava.
Jessica L. Early.
Oscar Antonio Patino.
Antonio Ramon Solorio Jr., Saul Viramontes,
Katie Liseth Flores.
Isabel Munoz.
Giovanni Ivan Herrera.
Ernesto Matthew Baltiera. Gannon Julian Biggs. Hazel Grace Flores. Sylvia Lorraine Avina. Lareb Ejaz. Cecilia Anahid Almeida.
Brandy Lena Parker.
Marco Antonio Garcia. Hope Hardin Salazar. Jessica Denise Leva.
Daniela Perez.
Gracie Annabelle Sanchez, Sakurako Yamamoto,
Calvin Albert Roth.
Brianni Darling.
Jocelyn Sanchez,
Mari Tairi Rodriguez Campos. Oscar Marquez.
Mariah Nicole Walters, Emily Cherie Sampson, Emily Cassandra Zamora,
Jasmine Hernandez Cruz. Shay Thomas Hedden. Abraham Loaiza Medina.
Isabel Ochoa.
Kaylee Cruz.
Emma Garcia Montoya.
Charles Lee Ben III.
Anthony Stanford,
Jaime Lopez Gutierrez.
Angel Escobedo. Esmeralda Delgado Soto. Marisol de Jesus. Andrea Giselle Aguilar.
Kimberly L. Sells, Jordan Tran,
Alice Maldonado.
Jolene Vega,
Sarah Emily Rose Barroway. Julia Vanessa Flores.
Amber Treviso, Leslie Virgin Felix,
Asmin Selena Gomez.
Julio Alberto Rivas.
Rodolfo Armando Serrano,
Alexa Monares. Ashley Alondra Rivera Armas. Gloria Isharaba Ukande. Brianda Rosales.
America Daniela Lopez.
Melissa Sanchez Joaquin,
Maridel Atienza.
Desiree Ilian Orendane.
Charles Trevino, Natalie Gutierrez Wong,
Kenya Oliveira Maldonado. Yvette Rosales. Aneli Romo.
Layla Rayline Elam. Daisy Chiquito.
Valerie Evelyn Gonzalez.
Melanie Zuniga. Sula Chang.
Isaías Ayala Perea. Lucia Ayala Perea.
Catherine Linares. Annie T. Lamb.
Kimberly De La Cruz Sierra.
Michael Mendez.
Matthew Deanna.
Joel Martinez.
Fatima Trejo.
Wendy Ann Rojas.
Thylee Denise Hernandez.
Heidi Marie Zamora.
Iris Ceja.
Brenda Orozco.
Priscilla Monique Beltran. Heaven Janelle Boone. Jeanette Caballero. Leslie Arilene Chavez.
Margarita Pina. Tiffany Trang Nguyen. Jocelyn Ruby Rubio.
Ivory Michelle Campos.
Miria Victoria Elena Hornbuckle.
Fatima Natalie Rios. Rachel Judith Morales.
Titichaya Yaising Boon.
Michael Lopez.
Justin J. Chavez.
Tyler Tavabat Sir.
Alice Ho.
Alanis Altamirano.
Zarina Nazari.
Amanda Smith.
Alyssa Gonzalez.
Casey Ann Sarno.
Andrea Elizalde.
Daniel Quiroz. Devin Lee Moore.
Randy Quat.
Alex Toscano.
Michael Anthony Garcia.
Jasmine Orozco.
Brenda E. Flores Trejo.
Adriana Aguirre Pasillas.
Brenda Jimena Valdez.
Rachel Tuvailagi Fasili. Nahevi Edna Cervantes.
Ruby Lopez. Yareli Leal.
Vanessa Angelica Martinez.
Melissa Victoria Blaga.
Kirsten Michelle Oliver. Brittany Me.
Aja M. Bub.
Ernesto Antonio Hernandez.
Bradley Coots.
Onai Juarez.
Caitlin Marie Chor. Lana Badower.
Clara Kim.
Angel Olmos Villalobos.
Danny Leonard Woods Jr.
Riley Marie Perez.
Ashley Elizabeth Delara.
Annie Esmeralda Vizcaino.
Catherine Michelle Hernandez.
Vanessa Washington.
Evelyn Lucero Frias.
Carolina Montserrat Medina.
Abigail Belen Alva. Daniela Claro.
Ana C. Pano. Ariana Ruby Murillo. Omar Morgan. Christy Nicole Maldonado.
Jaslyn Yamilt Torres.
Joellen Castillo. Emily Edith Duenas.
Stacy Jimenez.
Maribel Carbajal.
Joel Pazzulo. Lily Holland Rossi. Ashley Ray Moraes Tierney. Tien Town Nguyen.
Owen James Hogg.
Ann Pham. Chloe Meza.
Nicole Christina Torres. Rebecca Ann Tannheimer.
Charlie Ariano. Svetlana Kathleen Ballard.
Holly Elizabeth Martin.
Stacy Reyes Simbulan. Jolene Lizona Sisson Franklin.
Noelia Guzman Prado.
Samantha M. Martinez. Beatrice Padilla. Nokong Trin Nguyen.
Floella Jessie Mae Deacons Platt.
Caitlin Christina Molito.
Candela Balcaza.
Marissa Michelle Sylvester.
Bridget Lee Garrett.
Emily Dawn Silva.
Floyd E. Bell III.
Paulina Saray Toban.
Mariana Dolores Duran Ortiz.
Demia Disha Uniki Williams. Madison Cheyenne Simmons.
Aisha Rachel Romero.
Aaron Boyd.
Ryan Nicole Nava Noel.
Lucila Belen Dimitrik Skianki.
Meyerly Elizabeth Varela.
Kaya Elizabeth Barrett.
Sadie Nunez. Jacqueline Lindsay McKeehan.
Vanessa Rose Baysinger.
Sophia Marie Prager.
Marlon A. Zelaya.
Kelly Nguyen.
Natasha Fink.
Sophie M. Marie Orel.
Sophie Simic.
Grace M. Gonzalez.
Giselle Rubio. Alexis O. Pope.
Haley Alexis Gonzalez.
Miona Ocaniva. Carmen Marie Martinez. Samantha Ramos.
Christian Julian Hiron.
Tan Thi Mai Dan.
Manuel Ivan Marroquin.
Haley Araiza.
Rachel Hei Jin Lee.
Amber Wang. Frank Wang. Claudia Salado. Shabnam Zabanavar. Carol Safe.
Everlyn Tween Win. Charity Alea D. Olavides. Marisa Rosales. Guadalupe Martinez Hernandez.
Caroline Gonzalez Romero.
Daniela Yasmin Vasquez.
Tam Kong Wen.
Jonah Allen Taylor.
Yvonne Lisbeth Hernandez. Jeanette Gomez. Antonio Guzman.
Vanessa B. Portillo. Jennifer Ivania Portillo.
Karina Flores. Erilyn Eliza Corona.
Lady Yani Rodriguez Rodriguez.
Kan Jia Huin.
Natalie Ann Colville. Marissa Danielle Foresta. Miranda Desiree Escobar.
Roxanne Genevieve Root.
Annette Michelle Antonis. Caden Alana Dad. Tyler Ann Chernold. Taylor Lynn Durant.
Kaylee Oriana.
Grace Ventura.
Mary Jane Oliveras. Adela Jasmine Rivas.
Steve Nathaniel Hudson III.
Roderick Lucas Fong.
Riley Roberts.
Rolando Dizon Suarez. Sergio Mateo Valdovinos.
Junie Shao.
Natalia Leon Paz.
Joseph Kwan.
Ashna A. Patel.
Lynette Gabriela Carril.
Justin Kainoa Macolma Rodriguez. Kareli Ortega. Mauricio Perez.
Chao Thai Dang.
Ni Win Ho.
Jurina Sugahara. Atomu Wada. Shane Julia Kaisip Silva.
Yi Ying Pan.
Nayeli Gutierrez. Jonathan Dominic Guillen. Emilio Daniel Licea.
Amulia Samir Kumar Bhojani.
Asil Mundir Hassan.
Jessica Lisette Figueroa. Anaya Tiani Brown.
Tenzing Kalsang.
Erica Isabel Ochoa. Tiffany Giselle Rodriguez.
Kimberly Zaya.
Alexandra Nevada Esparza.
Emily M. Ponce.
Randy N. Arsenault. Emily Loretta Bass.
Melissa Romero Avilar.
Yesenia Cardenas.
Carolyn Oropeza.
Zhaching Jiang.
Ty Janae Butler.
Siobhan Hutchins.
Janelle Alicia Chan.
Loraya Giselle Prijoles. Haley Robin Murphy.
Delaney Baker.
Jocelyn Emerita Munoz.
Mitzi Flores. Inara Isanel Bunny. Bryony Juliet Flores. Dulce Cervantes. Naomi S. Chumpitas.
Karina Christina Marie Colib.
Christopher Ivan Miranda Quintana. Andrew Nguyen.
Nicholas Fritz Turfs.
Andrew S. Lee.
Jeffrey Barrera. Rosa Euseda. Rogelio Dominguez.
Alyssa Mejia. Caroline Grace Osorio. Maria Alexa Reyes. Emily Osorio.
Sarah Garcia Saavedra.
Brenda Cisneros.
Lillian Grace Marshall.
Samantha Joe LaCara Platt.
Thomas James Sylvia V.
Sungun Daniel Rowe. Devin Michael Moore.
Kaya Beth Segura.
Maya Marisa Payan.
Ileana Victoria Chavez.
Jasmine Victoria Gonzalez.
Nancy Rodriguez.
Jacqueline Renee Cinco.
Rosa Mariela Galvan.
Valerie Martinez.
Giampaolo Trone. Oscar Fabian Tovar.
Jerica Jewel Esguerra.
Alicia Isela Rodriguez. Kevin Hui Mai.
Chandler Jacob Hu.
Adrian Sanchez. Lovely Antoine Saunier.
Rachel Marie Luby.
Angeles Mondragon Lopez.
Luz Avelina Aguirre.
Emily Elizabeth Silva. Brianna Valencia.
Eve Marie Matthews. Allison May McCauley. Georgiana Y. Melendez.
Diana Page Boggs.
Charlotte Rose Hooley. Ellie Levitz.
Julia Rose Camacho.
Lourdes Silva Mariscal.
Victoria Ann Kennedy.
Ana Maria Avellanet.
Savannah Andrea Spears.
Natalie Barboza.
Kaylee Aiko Poon. Natalie Medina. Roxana Rivera.
Marguerite Ann Smith. Maria Carmen Tellez Morales.
Jonathan De La Riva.
Ana Maria Pitlak. Ryan Xavier Ramirez.
Stephanie Figueroa. Ariana Nicole Fletcher.
Ana Lisbeth Raimundo.
Griffin Dwyer Word.
Myrani Cruz.
Ginny Lucille Herrera.
Jackie Chian.
Nancy Joanna Ortega.
Daniel Salvador Salcedo Haro.
Kingston Tyler Mercado Venenciano. Huang Nam Fung Nguyen.
Michael Horner. Neftali Hernandez.
Alexa Cruzita Cano.
Abigail Rinsler.
Astrid Evelise Vieira.
Michaela Ann McCulley.
Xin Juchu.
Melanie Soledad Garcia Macias.
Kathy Min Nok Tran.
Caroline Diane Padian.
Andy Floor.
Cindy Nickel Tapia.
Sailor Kelly Church.
Claudia Stephanie Najera.
Maria de la Cruz.
Emma K. Riley.
Frankie Javier Salazar.
Megan Lynn Hung. Demi Liu.
Elijah Magalong.
Matias Asensio.
Priscilla Hernandez. Valeria Sofia Galaz. Israel Hernandez.
Justin Alexander Nicholas. Olivia Payne.
Brooke Chelsea Libman.
Dani Marie Quezada. Giselle Ortega. Griselda Perez. Kelly Cassandra Ramos. Lady Azucena Mendoza Camal.
Jacqueline Elaine Limas.
Denisa Anadilia Ramos. Amanda Lee Mullender.
Chanel Ruth Langsangen Lee.
Kayla Marie Estrada.
Elizabeth Marie Simon, Andy Sisowath,
Matthew Cruz Manalili. June Martin Juego Morales. Summer Rachel McRae.
Clara Maribel Doe. Adriana Araceli Arellano.
Abigail Reyes. Leon Paul Merriweather.
Sarielis Alvarez Martinez.
Alex Doe. Eddie Gabriel Carrillas. Jennifer Leticia Flores.
Riley Millard.
Taya Linda de Sousa. Anthony Lamar Coleman.
Omri Schiff,
TJ Funges.
Kanan Wari,
Jason A. Merritt Moore. Helen Donna Martinez Centeno. Karina Jasmine Morales.
Kimberly Nguyen,
Adriana Milani, Sanjines Velasco,
Victoria Ibarra Light,
Teresa Elizabeth Aguilera.
Allison Maureen Rafters.
Michelle Guinevere Kramer,
Jaydan Olivia Delorme.
Parker Harrison Jones,
Ashley Denise Verdugo,
Genesis Garcia,
Giselle Del Real.
Angelo Matamoros de Vincent.
Sharai Cubero.
Majd Salman,
Emily Ryan Baracos. Catalina Chavez.
Cristal Palato. Giselle Pantoja. Natalie Victoria Medina. Adriana Regalado.
Lisbeth F. Angel.
Andrea J. Lopez,
Maya Carla Elmore. Gladys Echevarria Vuelvas.
Caitlin Marie O'Brien.
Bethzabeth Gonzalez,
Annika Mary Pyburn.
Haley Dawn Chavira. Sydney Reese Cudd. Ellie Celeste Estrada.
Bianca Valeria Rubalcaba Cesati. Maricela E. Martinez.
Royalty LaShawn Davidson.
Cameron Michelle McMonigal.
Jasmine Louise Donato.
Sienna Nicole Nicholson.
Jacqueline Rebecca Espejo.
Jennifer Yan,
Diego de Jesus Diaz.
Tiffany Chin Win.
Nina Tran.
Isabella Edmondson. Ashley Esparza.
Darlene A. Win.
Toya Taylor.
Ariana Hasmin Sanchez.
Esma Harith Al-Khatib.
Ramona Sofia A. Llamos.
David Jose Bonilla.
Celeste Marie Lopez.
Diana Macias.
Kaylee M. Seha.
Christy Mendez. Skyle Tanner Phillips.
Alexa Shockley.
Cesar Ivan Munoz. Melissa G. Rodriguez.
Catalina Alvarez.
Michelle Hinojosa.
Catherine Carmen Swick.
Annette Navarrete.
Safwan Aziz Ayan.
Stephanie Guadalupe Gonzalez.
Daisy Vanessa Orendane.
Elissa May Kako.
Vivian V. Win.
Jana Hassan.
Hana Muhammad Nashawari.
Isabella Schuyler Tully.
Ricardo Angelo Olivares.
Chad Apellis.
Trami Naukvu.
Ariana Marie Salazar.
Raven Hernandez. Karen Janeth Gutierrez.
Maria Elena Oria Leon. Michelle Lynette Rodriguez. Linda A. Ortiz.
Daisy Salmeron.
Amy Aileen Flores Santos.
Iris Maya. Savannah Marie Magadan.
Daniela Kate De Leon.
Mia Simone Diaz.
Carrie M. Snyder.
Joanna Melanie Vedencourt.
Brandon Carl Murray.
Lonnie Madeline Jaco.
Emery McKenna Lee.
Sydney Sevilla Chavez.
Eileen Beatrice Ayala.
Alexander Kong Jang.
Nicholas J. Viramontes.
Leslie Moreno.
Cynthia Chavez. Estrella Elisa Raraz.
Rosalva Velez.
Carolina Keshing Ku.
Valerie Perez.
Jocelyn Alondra Vital. Nancy Fung Han Vo.
Annika Ainawin.
Jacqueline Garcia. Kwan Yu Ethan Lin.
Justin Solares.
Nicholas Hernandez. Angel Gonzalo Garcia. Jennifer Judith Huitzil.
Priscilla Amparo Santana.
Kai Reyes. Annette Nailea Macias Calvillo. Andrea Rivera Ramirez. Stephanie Ruiz.
Giselle Enriquez.
Stephanie Saldana.
Alexandra Lorraine Gannon Gaza. Diana Nicole Lopez.
Valeria del Carmen Trujillo. Hazel Abular Samonte.
Jacqueline Holland Husto.
Ella Scott Wallace. Catherine Maitran.
Holly Rio Salgado.
Esli J. Valencia.
Alma Yesenia Orozco.
Jessica Ann Wilke.
Kylie Madison Enriquez. Sierra Cristina Alvarado.
Allison G. Pantoja.
Nancy Jasmine Castro Fonseca.
Raquel Eunice Lopez.
Jessica Valdivia.
Suri Sadai Rodriguez Dominguez.
Anna Maria Lopez.
Caroline Chacon.
Adai Lizette Vidal Hernandez.
Orlen Castaneda.
Samantha Marie Swanson.
Mary Olivia Baca. Kaylin Rachel Ayers.
Maria Celeste Rodriguez.
Yesenia Cervantes.
Esmeralda Ramos Sagal.
Yaritzel Santos.
Devaney Marie Carganillo Abbott.
Adam Emil Ramal.
Mayer Vang.
Cassandra Ana Mena.
Deanna Contreras.
Christopher Gutierrez.
Nayeli Esquivias.
Gabriela Anaí Ovalle Serrero.
Jaden Ehlers.
Ashley Magdalena Rosales.
Rocio Atsiri Aguinaga. Santiago de Jesus Acha.
Joanna Vargas.
Isaac Emmanuel Portillo.
Kavya Karthikeyan.
Odalis Barajas.
Christopher Raymond Garcia.
Maria Munoz.
James Robert Lynch.
Yesenia Nava.
Corey J. Danielle Cochran.
Diana Jessica Rodriguez. Taylor May Pack.
Lizette Hernandez Soto.
Grace Helena Anderson.
Monica Alejandra Nolasco.
Martha Lizeth Juarez.
Bridget Itzel Granados Ramirez.
Raquel Salinas. Yahali Sotelo.
Stacy Martinez. Sandy Moreno. Giselle Rivera. Daphne Alessandra Osorio.
Antonio Jesus Cruz. Melissa Belenkowski.
Samantha Dave Hernandez.
Ridil Stephanie Rodriguez.
Nicholas Kwok Tran.
D. Eris Tyla McRaven.
Mariana Natalie Chavez.
Daniel Olivares.
Liliana Daniela Jimenez.
Mei Xuan Zhao.
Veronica Asensio.
Young Hyun Ko. Riley Natalie Leva.
Yifei Meng.
Jasminda Michelle Avalar.
Celso Sanchez.
Kimberly Isabel Castellon.
Jaylene Gonzalez.
Carolina Pena Jimenez. Miranda Victoria Mao.
Lisbeth Guadalupe Serna. Aiden Mateo Viramontes.
Jake Matthew Corbin.
Madison Elizabeth Virak.
Kayla Lizette Lopez.
Josue Solorzano. Natalia Elise Tapia.
Brian Timothy Reed.
Jacob Brandon Hodgson Baltiera.
Aaron M. Brengel. Jason Anthony Catano.
J. Don Min Truong.
Ruby Hilario Millan.
Azucena Mendoza Nunez. Christine Marie Pineda.
Stephanie Barragan. Daniela Benitez de Leon.
Kaylee Thu Hien Truong.
Vili Nicole Thompson.
Kendall Reese Godfrey. Alisa Joyce Johnson.
Mia Ponce.
Brian Mendez.
Andy Nguyen.
Ezekiel Acosta Fortuna. Audrey Celestin Alvarez.
Melissa Michelle Villaseñor.
Adrian Rodriguez. Cecilia Muro Gomez.
Kaylee Estefania Alvarez.
Amber Lucia Garcia.
Mia Nailea Cherda.
Eileen Galilela Gonzalez.
Jennifer Urbina,
Lizette J. Rodriguez.
Caitlin Arroyo. Leslie Arias.
Alondra Villegas Organista.
Ana Yesenia Ortiz Herrera.
Angelina Sofia Gonzalez.
Sandra Iveta Vasquez,
Mariali Castro. Giselle Cruz Polito.
Paula M. Martinez.
Audrey Ray Champ.
Kristen Marie Grant.
Nolan Paul Schroeder,
Daniel J. Carr.
Jenny Yim,
Lucretia Janine Hunter.
Tylone Boykins.
Miriam Uribe Castillo. Alanis Sinahi Villalobos. Michaela Akari Toyama.
Yasmin Mujahid.
Eileen Naiva Amador Huerta.
Corey Jane Spire, Jessica Chante Suos, Charlize Sadie Uloa,
Stephanie Cabrera.
Araf Alejandro Molina.
Ugone Sarah Ann Chikezie.
Alyssa Ruth Martinez.
Daniela Teresa Cortez.
Daisy Islas.
Carla Pulgarin.
Tatane Smith Patterson.
Daniela Lisbeth Pulido.
Meyerly Agustiniano.
Janet Palomino.
Myra Liliana Juarez.
Emily Ida Ruvalcaba.
Emily Iribe.
Alice Alvarez.
Alina Lee Martin.
Your graduation ceremony has ended, but your relationship and connection with Cal State Long Beach have not. For your lifetime, you will always be part of the beach. You will also be ambassadors and representatives of this great university. Wherever you go, Cal State Long Beach is with you. Please remain seated, for those of you still sitting. Let the recessional begin. Go Beach.